Alright, so I know me posting consistent long-form content is rare as hell. Like, genuinely rare. Most of the time, I'm just sitting here, spinning in my chair, wondering if I even have the attention span for this. But I finally figured out how to use OBS without it looking like a crime scene, and for once, I actually want to try being a real content creator. So today, we're doing something super unique, something that has definitely never been done before on YouTube, ever. Welcome to What Your Main Says About You, the strongest Battlegrounds edition. I ran out of creative ideas, completely. So we're roasting people based on who they main. No deep lore analysis, no tier lists, just pure, unfiltered judgment. Let's get into it. First up, strongest hero, Saitama. If this is your main, you are one of two things. Either you just joined the game yesterday and you're still figuring out which button does what, or you've got 20,000 kills and a genuine superiority complex that could power a small city. There is no in-between. You are either a lost puppy or a full-blown menace who thinks the rest of the roster is beneath you. The noobs are easy to spot. You're just pressing skills in random order and praying something lands. No combos, no timing, no brain activity. Just pure hope and a whole lot of missed M1s. You'll throw the consecutive punches, miss completely, then panic and drop the serious punch into the floor like it's going to magically home in. It doesn't. You're just standing there looking confused while the other person starts cooking you. And the funniest part is, you still act surprised when you lose. Then there's the other side, the sweats. The ones who treat Saitama like he's the only character in the game with actual skill expression. You look down on everyone else. You act like Garo and Saitama are the only two mains that require any talent, and everyone else is just spamming their way to victory. Meanwhile, your entire kit is the same 3-move combo that deletes half someone's health bar every single time. It's not even creative. It's the same sequence over and over and over. You land an M1, you do the same 3 moves, and then you stand there like you just pulled off something special. Like the lobby should be applauding. They're just waiting for you to finish so they can keep playing. Saitama mains are genuinely depressing to watch. The character feels like a snooze fest. Everything is slow. Everything is predictable. The combos have zero personality. It's just punch, punch, bigger punch, serious, repeat. If you somehow find that entertaining, you need a hobby that isn't sitting in ranked for 6 hours a day pressing the same buttons like you're training for a job interview. And before any of you start typing in the comments, I already know what you're gonna say. But the tech is deep. No, it's not. You're just good at one boring string that works on 90% of the player base because most people don't know how to properly escape it. That's not depth. That's just muscle memory and a lack of imagination. You also love clan raids. You treat this Roblox anime fighting game like it's a full-time job with benefits and a 401k. You hop into servers just to farm kills and pad your stats so you can flex in the Discord. It's not that serious. Touch grass. Or at least, to touch a different character. Give the rest of the roster a chance before your brain fully atrophies from only using consecutive punches. Next up, Hero Hunter, regular Garo. If you main this guy, you take the game way too seriously. You're usually in a clan, you're always looking for ranked, and you play like every match is a life or death situation where the loser has to delete their account. You live for the flashy stuff. Loop dashes, Oreo tech, whatever the newest movement tech is this week that half the community still can't pull off consistently, you spend more time in private servers practicing tech than actually playing the game. You'll sit there for hours just perfecting the same dash cancel until your fingers hurt, then hop into a public server and act like you're the second coming of the Hero Hunter. You're aggressive as hell. You love baiting out a ragdoll cancel just so you can sit there and watch the light leave their eyes while the unskippable one-shot combo plays out. That little moment of pure dominance is your favorite part of the game. You live for it. The second you land that opening, it's over. You're not even playing anymore, you're performing. And you make sure everyone in the server knows it. The problem is a lot of you have brain aneurysms the second someone uses any character that isn't Garo or Saitama. Someone starts using a character not considered skilled, and suddenly it's spam this and no skill that. Bro, just adapt. You're not special because you main the character with the most combo options. Crying about every other kit doesn't make you better, it just makes you look soft. Like the second the fight isn't on your terms, you fold and start typing essays about how the game is unbalanced. Some Garo mains are actually chill. They're rare, but they exist. The ones who just vibe and don't take every loss personally. The majority, though, toxic. Quick to talk trash, quicker to rage when they lose to anything that isn't pure skill expression in their eyes. You act like the game revolves around you, and it shows. Every time someone beats you with a lesser character, you treat it like a personal attack on your identity. It's not that deep. You're just mad that you got cooked by someone who actually knows how to play around your kit. Next, Hero Hunter Monster Form, Cosmic Garo, the big one. If this is your main, you might be one of the most brain-dead people currently breathing. You pick the form where almost every single move works on a grounded or slammed opponent and chains together with zero thought required. It's free, it's easy, and you still walk around acting like you're cracked, like you unlocked some secret level of gameplay that the rest of us are too stupid to understand. You didn't. You just press the one move after every down slam button and let the kit do the rest. You hate anyone with a counter because it ruins your crowd buster move. The second someone cancels your little sequence, you start typing like the game personally offended you. You'll drop the most unhinged messages because someone dared to use a defensive tool against the most brainless transformation in the game. You think using Cosmic Form makes you the best player in the server? It doesn't. It just means you pressed one button and now everyone just dies. That's not skill, that's a participation trophy with extra steps. And let's talk about the nuke. Your entire goal every single server is to activate Cosmic and blow up the whole map. You don't care if it's a 1v1. You don't care if people are fighting. You don't care if someone just joined and is still loading in. You just want that big explosion and the satisfaction of watching everyone get sent flying across the map like ragdolls. It's irritating as hell. Mid-fight, out of nowhere, some monster Garo decides the entire server needs to end because they couldn't win fairly. Stop. It's not cool. It's not impressive, it's just annoying. You're the person who ruins the lobby for everyone else just so you can feel powerful for 5 seconds. You could be playing an actually skilled character. You could be learning real tech. You could be improving. But instead, you chose the easy mode that does half the work for you. And somehow you still manage to act superior about it. Like the rest of us are just jealous that we don't press the win the server button every match. We're not jealous. We're just tired of watching the same brain-dead sequence over and over while you sit there thinking you're the main character. Next up, Destructive Cyborg, Genos. If you main this character, I actually have genuine respect for you. Real respect. Not the fake, yeah, you're cool type people throw around when they don't want to start an argument. The kind where I see you in a lobby and already know I'm about to watch someone who actually understands the game. Someone who didn't just pick the shiny robot because the ultimate looks flashy. True Genos mains are some of the most skilled and experienced players in the entire roster. You know every single tech this character has. The movement, the weird combo extensions that most people don't even realize exist. The ways to keep pressure going after a missed move instead of just sitting there waiting to get punished. You didn't just pick him up because he looks cool or because the ultimate deletes people. You put in the time. You labbed him for hours in private servers. You learned the character properly, and it shows. And I know it bothers you when people constantly slander Genos. Because most of the hate doesn't even come from fighting real Genos players. It comes from the pests. The ones who only hop on the character to kill steal. The ones who hover around fights they didn't start, wait until both people are low, then dive in like they earned the kill. The ones who act like a complete nuisance the entire match, and then act shocked when the lobby turns on them. Those people give the character a terrible name. You hate them just as much as everyone else does. Maybe more. Because they're the reason you have to hear Genos is so brain dead every single time you queue up, even though the way you play him is completely different. You're out here actually playing the game while they're out here farming free kills and ruining the reputation for everyone else. Real Genos mains barely touch the ultimate. You treat it like a last resort. Most of the time, you only pull it out when someone else already used theirs first, or when the situation is actually desperate. You're not sitting on it the whole fight waiting for a free wipe. You're actually playing the character, winning neutral, landing clean strings, only going for the big moment when the situation actually calls for it. That self-control alone already separates you from 90% of the people who touch this kit. Most Genos players treat the ultimate like it's the entire character. You treat it like a tool, and that difference is everything. True Genos mains are rare, extremely rare. That's exactly why the respect hits different. When I run into one of you, I already know the fight is going to be clean. You're not going to spam the same easy confirms over and over. You're not going to run away the second things get difficult. You understand exactly how strong the character is. You know why people complain about him. You're not delusional. You just happen to be one of the few who actually earn the right to main him. And if I ever met you in real life, I would genuinely give you the sloppiest of your life. No hesitation. You've earned that level of glaze. Next up, Deadly Ninja Sonic. If you main this character, I genuinely hope your Wi-Fi gets hit by a meteor and both sides of your pillow stay warm for the rest of your life. Sonic mains are the absolute bane of my existence. You play so passive, it makes me want to close the game and rethink every decision that led me to this point. Even the ones who claim they don't play passive still hover at that awkward mid-range the entire fight. You're never fully committing. You're always just far enough away to poke, dash back, and wait for someone to make a mistake so you can start your little runaround. It's not fighting, it's waiting with extra steps. And the cockiness? Unmatched. You hit one good combo and suddenly you're the main character of the server. You start emoting. You start talking in chat. You start acting like you just invented movement tech and everyone else should be taking notes. But the second another Sonic shows up and mirrors that exact same passive playstyle, you fold. Completely. You have no idea what to do when someone else is also refusing to fight up close. All that confidence disappears the moment your own tactics get used against you. It's beautiful to watch. The same person who was just dancing around the map like they owned it suddenly starts missing dashes and throwing random skills because they can't handle their own medicine. I hate almost every single one of you. The playstyle is frustrating. The attitude is worse. And the constant mid-range dancing makes every fight feel like a chore you didn't sign up for. You're not playing the game. You're playing a waiting simulator with extra ninja flair. The only redeeming quality is that you're actually decent against teamers. When 3 people are trying to jump someone, a good Sonic can create space and clean up the mess. That's it. That's the only positive thing I will ever say about you. Everything else is pure suffering. Every match against a Sonic feels like someone is actively trying to drain the fun out of the game one dash at a time. Moving on to Brutal Demon, Metal Bat. If you main this character, you are built different. Your character is genuinely one of the weaker ones on the roster. He doesn't have the same easy tools. He doesn't have the same oppressive pressure. He doesn't have the same one-shot potential that half the cast gets handed to them for free, except the Unchanged combo. And if you know, you know. And yet you still chose him. That already says a lot about the kind of person you are. Metal Bat mains are so rare that when you actually see one in a server, you already know they're about to be a problem. You guys are some of the sweatiest players in the entire game. You have to be. The character forces you to work for every single interaction. You guys are some of the sweatiest players in the entire game. You have to be. The character forces you to work for every single interaction. There's no free wins here. There's no easy confirm that carries the whole match. You're out here landing clean M1 strings, managing your moves properly, and still finding ways to win against kits that should beat you on paper. That takes real effort. That takes real patience. And most people in this game don't have either of those things. And somehow, despite all that sweat, you are some of the sweetest people in this community. I have never seen a toxic Metal Bat main. Not once. No constant crying in chat. No calling every loss spam. No acting like the world owes you a win just because you main a harder character. You just play the game, take your L's quietly, and keep going. That alone makes the servers better. You bring a different energy. While everyone else is screaming about counters and one-shots and how the game is broken, you're over there just trying to land a solid combo with a character that barely gets any love. No drama, no ego, just pure dedication. Keep doing what you're doing. I hope every Metal Bat main has a genuinely good life. I hope nothing bad happens to you. I hope your ranked games are clean and your private server sessions are productive. You deserve it. You're one of the few groups in this game that doesn't make me want to uninstall and never look back. Next is Blade Master, Atomic Samurai. One word. Counter Merchant. Every single atomic main is allergic to not using their counter. And I get it. It's the fastest activating counter in the entire game. You can even throw it out mid-M1. Someone tries to hit you and suddenly you're already in the middle of a counter animation. It's disgusting how strong it is. You don't even have to time it perfectly. You just press the button and the character does the rest. The amount of free combos you get from that one move alone is ridiculous. But you don't just use the counter. You live for the flashiest combos known to man. Every tech this character has looks like it was designed to flex. The aerials, the combo extenders, the way you can keep someone in stun forever while the camera is forced to follow every single stylish hit. You move like you're in a highlight reel even when the combo itself isn't that advanced. Who are you performing for? The randoms in the server who didn't ask to watch your personal anime opening? The recording you're about to post with the most dramatic music you could find? Because the level of unnecessary style is crazy. You will go out of your way to add extra finesse, just so the combo looks cooler on the replay. It's not about winning at that point. It's about looking good while you do it. That said, most of you are actually pretty chill. You're not the ones clogging chat with complaints every time you die. You're not the ones calling every loss spam or crying about balance. A lot of atomic mains end up with long kill streaks too, which tracks. Once you get going and the counter is landing consistently, it's hard to stop you. The pressure just keeps coming and most people don't know how to break it. And I know you love that passive. The flaming blade that gives you a long-range down slam is genuinely strong. It lets you control space in a way a lot of other characters can't. You feel it every time you land that slam from distance and start the pressure all over again. It's one of the cleanest tools in the game and you use it like it was made for you. Still, the counter addiction is real. Some of you will waste it the second you see any attack coming just because you can. You'll throw it out on reaction to the most obvious M1 in existence, and then act surprised when someone finally baits it. But when you're on, you're really on. Just try not to turn every single fight into a personal fashion show. The rest of us are trying to play the game, not sit through your highlight package. Next character, Wild Psychic. If you main this character, you are somehow worse than the Sonic mains, and that is a genuinely impressive achievement. Wild Psychic is the most brain-dead character this game has ever seen. There is no debate. None. You play from a distance, use the same long-range combo, and calling it skill. The kit does half the work for you. You barely have to think. You just exist and the character carries. The amount of free damage you get from simply holding space and pressing skills is embarrassing. There's almost no real decision-making. Just back up, use move, occasionally come closer for the shorter ranged moves, repeat, and watch the health bars disappear. If you unironically main this character as an adult, I already know exactly what you look like. You're the Discord mod who somehow has e-girls in the server and still thinks that makes you cool. You have that green stink aura in real life that people can smell through the screen. You live in your mom's basement and the only light you see is the one from your monitor. You contribute nothing to society. You get zero female attention outside of pixels and the occasional pity reaction in chat. You are a lonely bag of biological waste who spends most of their free time in those weird bathroom hangout games acting like it's a personality. Do the entire community a favor and delete the account. The game will improve the second you're gone. Every lobby you join gets a little worse just because you decided to exist in it. Now, if you're just a little kid who mains Wild Psychic because you like the character, that's different. Keep having fun. Your joy actually makes my day. You're allowed to play whatever you want. The rest of you, though, absolute parasites. You're the reason people leave servers. You're the reason the character gets called free. And the worst part is, you still walk around like you're doing something impressive. You're not. You're just being a bum and letting the game hold your hand. Moving on to Martial Artist. If you main this character, you're probably a bit of a masochist. Not because the character is brain dead, but because he's just mid. Straight up mediocre compared to the rest of the roster. His combos aren't fun. They're not even depressing enough to be memorable. They're just kind of there. You land them, the opponent takes damage, and nobody involved feels anything. No hype, no frustration, just a quiet okay from both sides before the next exchange starts. Most of you don't even know why you like him. You just do. He's the one character you're decent with, so you stick to him. There's no deep love for the kit, no obsession with the lore, no late-night lab sessions trying to find new tech. You just join up, pick martial artist, and play the same average gameplay over and over. The character doesn't ask much from you, and you don't ask much from the character. It's a peaceful arrangement. I don't have a real problem with you guys. You're not ruining lobbies, you're not screaming in chat every time something doesn't go your way. You're not the ones turning every match into a toxic essay about skill. You're just existing in the middle of the skill and toxicity spectrum. Quiet, consistent, completely unremarkable in the best way possible. Keep being you. The game needs a few normal people, so the rest of us have something to compare the chaos against. You're the control group, and honestly, the servers would feel emptier without you. Now we get to the one that actually makes my blood pressure rise. Tech Prodigy, Cancer Emperor, War General, Oppenheimer's Star Student, Satan's Strongest Soldier. If you main this character, I despise you with every single fiber of my being. And I'm not alone. The entire community hates you. You are a parasite that should never have been added to the game. Tech Prodigy is an industry plant. Who looked at the roster and decided this thing deserved a spot over Boros? Who sat in a meeting, stared at the screen and thought, yes, this is what the game needs? Because whoever that person is, I hope they never know peace. Every Tech Prodigy main has one goal and one goal only. Make the game an absolute nightmare for everyone else. And the second you pull out the mech, the lobby is already over. Dear God, I hate that mech. It's not fun to fight, it's not fun to watch, it's just pure suffering. You sit inside that thing, press a few buttons, and suddenly the entire server has to deal with your nonsense. The health pool is disgusting. The damage is disgusting. The way you can just sit there and farm people who are trying to have an actual fight is disgusting. You are not a spammer. You are not even brain dead. Those labels are too soft. You are the embodiment of chaos given form. You exist to ruin good fights and force people to leave servers. I've watched entire lobbies dissolve the moment a Tech Prodigy transforms. People just leave. They don't even try, because they already know what's coming. You don't play the game. You play a different game that happens to share the same servers. While everyone else is trying to win 1v1s and land clean combos, you're over there turning the map into a war crime. And the worst part is the attitude. Some of you act like you're the victim when people start targeting you. You're not the victim. You're the reason the server feels like a toxic waste dump. I hope every Tech Prodigy main steps on a Lego every morning for the rest of their lives. I hope the water is always lukewarm. I hope every ranked game you queue into already has 2 other Tech Prodigies in it, so you can suffer the same way the rest of us do. You deserve nothing less. Finally, Undying Hero. If you main this character, you probably only get excited for early access characters. You find genuine joy in beating people with incomplete movesets. There's something about playing an unfinished kit that makes you feel special. You tell yourself that because the character isn't fully done yet, every win counts as pure skill. It doesn't. The combos are brain dead and easy. You're not cooking. You're just pressing the buttons that currently exist and watching them work. The second the full kit drops and the character gets balanced, half of you are going to disappear or hop to the next early access flavor of the month. That's just how it goes. You also love that ultimate, the one that straight up revives you. Nothing feels better to you than dying, popping the revive, and immediately jumping the same person who just beat you while they're sitting on low health. It's cheap, it's annoying, and you do it every single time you get the chance. You'll die, come back with full health, and act like the first fight never happened. The person who just spent an entire interaction cooking you now has to do it all over again while you're already swinging. It's the kind of move that makes people regret even bothering to even fight you. Not because you're strong, because it's just that irritating. That said, you guys aren't the worst. You're not pure evil. You're not Tech Prodigy levels of unforgivable. You're just a little annoying with the revive and the early access ego. So you're still decent in my books. Just don't bring the ultimate energy to the real world. Nobody wants to deal with that version of you outside the game. Keep the annoying behavior inside the game where they belong. And that is every main I could think of worth talking about. If your main feels personally attacked, feel free to cry about it in the comments. I want to hear what you think. Tell me which character got the worst of it. Tell me which one was too soft. Tell me if you're actually offended. And while you're down there, try to guess my main. If you made it all the way to the end of this, I appreciate you. Long-form content is rare for me, so if you actually sat through the entire thing, you're built different. Like the video if you enjoyed the suffering. Subscribe if you want to see more of this nonsense in the future. And turn on notifications so you don't miss the next time I decide to upload another video, which would be hopefully soon. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. Peace.